It's not like we've seen them in our part of the building yet. Who knows? Could it be more... This game is really just throwing the freaking Zero Escape... Oh my gosh, they're really just throwing Zero Escape references all over the place. I have Funyarinpa, Morphogenetic field theory, okay. Alright. I'm for it, let's keep going, alright. Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the Aviator. I'm your United States Aviator, and welcome back to the Fangan known as Danganronpa Lapse. At the time that I was recording the prologue, I was like, well, only the prologue is out. Hopefully the first chapter will be out soon, and then the day that I posted it, which was like 2 days after I recorded it, Chapter 1 releases. Shockingly enough, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed those characters because we're about to see one of them probably die. So, maybe more than one, we have no idea. I have questions about this game, I do. Primarily, what? There are 16 doors and there are only 10 of us. That seems suspicious, you know? That does seem suspicious. But hopefully we'll learn some of the answers to these questions. I'm gonna check that everything is recording just fine. Yes it is. No things there, things are recording there. And that means we are ready to start this bad boy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Chapter 1 of Danganronpa Lapse. And we're starting right off where we left off. So, we're stuck here in this weird luxury mansion for 7 days, huh? What's 7 days anyway? It shouldn't be too hard not to kill anyone during that time, right? Right? You would think so. But usually it's not. Art chuckled nervously, but the fact that such an inexplicable requirement like that existed in the first place was difficult to come to terms with. I agree, my boy. We're in a killing game. There's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna be hard to come to terms with. All you need to do is kill a fellow student without getting caught. What kind of awful rule is that? Please don't joke about that matter. Although I noticed the announcement rules don't outright state that we necessarily needed to kill anyone to begin with. There's hope yet that nothing tragic will happen here. Despite the loophole that Missy mentioned, the pressure of being in a killing game, or a killing game being presented, loomed over us, crushing whatever sense of comfort we initially had. There's no use for us to be glaring at each other in silence. We ought to continue the mansion investigation. She's right, she's got a good head on her shoulders. Missy shook off the terrible feeling and went on her way to search, once more. Investigate? How could she ask such a thing after something so scary just happened? Because she is the ultimate tactician. She knows what she needs to do to win things. She's gonna win this killing game. Or die trying. Missy is an interesting person. Being able to stay composed at a time like this. With nothing left to do, we departed the atrium. But the voice continued to haunt me as I left the room behind. Wah ha 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 ha. That awful cackle rang in my ears, filling me with dread. But upon leaving the atrium, everyone dissolved to do their own thing to pass over the time. To pass time. To pass the time until what? The announcement said tomorrow the real fun will begin. What horrible thing could be in store for us? I dragged my feet through the hallways. I feel like I was being suffocated by the decorated walls and furniture, the decorated students and their achievements. What have I gotten into? Hey Echo. Whom? Oh, a familiar voice interrupted my thoughts. Hey Ash. Can you believe the situation we're in? Hardly. I'm still reeling from being surrounded by students with super talents, while me, I am super average. That is my talent, being super average. I'm the ultimate average student. Oh, right. But honestly, I'm just really worried about you, really. Me? Yeah, that whole killing game seems to center around the ultimate title stuff, so I hope you're not dragged into it, because I'm not an ultimate student. Echo, you don't need to worry about me. I'm a lot tougher than you think. I've fallen off of my horse more times than I can count, but I just get back up in the saddle. I can't help it. It might be a fluke or it's some kind of cruel joke, but what if it's not? I don't trust this. This is just like, hey, this is death fuel waiting to happen. Look, I'm not going anywhere. Death fuel. That's a death flag. We're raising all sorts of death flags. If anything happens to me, I'm not going down without a fight. Ashley tried to reassure me multiple times that she wasn't going to get wrapped up in some kind of killing game, but despite her stubbornness, my heart sank further and further into darkness. For the game to even exist in the first place is too awful to bear. I didn't want Ashley to assure me that she wasn't going to die. I wanted to hear that the killing game isn't real at all. That's true. Ash, would you mind if I had some time alone? I'm still feeling overwhelmed. Oh, of course. If you need anything, I'll be spending time in the study until the evening. Take care, Echo. She seems disheartened. We should probably be spending all of our time with her because, you know, people won't kill in numbers, or unless she kills us. That would be a shame, but she wouldn't do that. Ashley departed for the study, and I went back to my personal room. Which, once again, looks dope. It was all too much. I threw myself onto the bed and let my body sink into the comforter as I sank into my thoughts. I went over the events of the supposed vacation in my head. I woke up in an unknown room, with nothing in my possession, and in a panic, I threw the door open to find my best friend, Ashley Westbridge, the ultimate, equestrian, jockey, farer. She's the ultimate jockey. That's right. She's the ultimate jockey. Supposedly won 84% of her races, whatever that means. Regardless, she neglected to tell me of such a thing during our friendship. Ashley and I teamed up to explore what we discovered to be a mansion. After meeting a handful of students, we discovered 9 out of 10 of them had something called an ultimate talent. There is someone who doesn't have one. Who doesn't have an ultimate talent? Kakona, ultimate photographer, that's already been taken. Cyrus, Surik, whose name is just a palindrome? I don't believe that either. Thanks to the comment that pointed out that his name was a palindrome. I would have never noticed. Echo Pine? What is my talent? Nothing, that's what it is, that's right. I don't seem to have an ultimate talent. I would speculate that maybe I don't remember it, but I've never had any particular interesting memories pertaining to an ultimate talent if that were the case. I was in a state of disarray. After being overwhelmed by that immense... This is also a very unique way to recap the story. In the form of like a little quiz. I hope you guys were paying attention. After being overwhelmed by the immense talent everyone encompassed, I felt an urge to escape. I ran into the foyer's main doors and was what? I was electrocuted? I was pummeled? When I opened the door, someone took their fist and knocked me right out. As I was groggy on my feet, I turned around into a stone cold stunner and I was out cold. Shown the way out. No, you were shocked and a half. Someone put a shock to your system, sir. Static shocked. That's right. Upon grabbing the door handle, a shock was sent through my system, causing me to pass out. I lost consciousness and woke up sometime later in Forte's room. After the shock, the rest of the students became concerned. Our group was split up in the morning and we searched the mansion for any signs of a trap. In the middle of the search, we were summoned to the second floor atrium. There we heard some horrific news. The horrible news was... That second option. That second option is, it brings back some memories to, a very canon killing game. We're a part of a killing game. That's right. A creepy announcement informed us that we were going to be trapped here for 7 days and the only way to escape was to kill someone. Hold on, I actually want to, come here and save. Oh! That's awesome! It knows that I saved in the other game. I guess they're in the same folder, so it was easy for the game. But it has my saves from the prologue. That's really neat. I actually really appreciate that. That's good. That's good looking out. I want to save it right here. and we'll return. We're not real. Huh? That's absurd. Yeah, we're a part of a killing game. That's sad. Creepy announcement informed us that we have 7 days. Not to mention that the real fun would begin tomorrow. It was all so strange, almost unreal. No, I just wished it were unreal. I just wanted to go back home. I wanted to go back to the comfort of my complacency, knowing my place. Know your role and shut your mouth. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. For I knew it, I had fallen asleep, lost in my thoughts. And thus, Chapter 1 has begun. Am I holding a pair of scissors? Am I going for the first kill? Oh my. I woke up from my brief sleep spell. Oh, I must have dozed off. I stared blankly at my personal room and sighed. Why can't this weird situation just be a dream already? I took a peek at the clock on my bedside table. 12 p.m. Maybe I should walk around to see how everyone is feeling about all of this. Hopefully I don't walk outside and there's a big pool of blood. No, everyone's alive. I hope. Actually, call it in the comments right now, you guys. I don't know if anyone dies this chapter. I don't know how far this chapter goes along to, and I don't even know if this will be one episode of content or multiple episodes of content. But who do you think is going to be the first person outski? Who's raised those death flags? Who's gonna be the first person dead? Call it early calls right now. Unfortunately, I'm feeling like it's gonna be Ashley, but I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I made my way to the foyer. There are a few people I'm particularly curious about. Let's try to find... No one, free time ends here. Okay, so this is free time. Excellent. Oh, we can't hang out with, Pandora. That's a shame. In that case, I'm gonna save right here. Yes, overwrite that save. We don't need that. We don't need that. Return. Free time, free time. Dang, my boy's not here either. I guess we'll hang out with Ashley, right? Everybody like Ashley? Everybody like Ashley in the chat? There's no chat. This isn't a live stream. We're hanging out with Ashley. I'll look for Ash. Hey Echo, I was just reading about this painter named Marcel Osterzone. Apparently people think very highly of their work. Would you like to see? Sure. I learned about a Renaissance painter thanks to Ashley. Ashley, how did you hear about the preservation project? I heard about it by word of mouth. I have some ultimate talent colleagues that were talking about the preservation project, so I signed up for it along with my friend, the ultimate race car driver. Wow, jockey and race car driver? That's a pretty high stakes tag team. Well, you know how it goes, birds of a feather flock together. But I can't help but wonder whether or not he made it in. I'm sure he did. He's probably just in a different group. Maybe. It's just, the last time I spoke with him, we got into a huge fight. Ashley didn't seem to want to talk anymore. I said goodbye and let her have some time alone. Let's try to find, and I guess we can just hang out with everybody. So, sure, why not? It's free time, you guys. Cannon probably doesn't want to talk to us too much. I tried to find Cannon. I looked all over, but I couldn't find Cannon anywhere. I guess she's in her personal room. Didn't want to bother her if that were the case, so I moved on. Let's try and find Forte. I'll look for Forte. In the theater, of course. Welcome to the stage, Echo. I was admiring the selection of props backstage. Would you like to try some? Of course. I awkwardly tried on some hats and masks with Forte. Your boy has a silly hat on. The killing game. It can't be our reality, can it? I mean the preservation project. What am I saying? They can't be related. Surely the group has been infiltrating us, pulling a horrible prank. What is that anyway? It's a group that provides safe housing for ultimate students, protecting them from the earthquakes and other extreme natural disasters. It had a reputation for taking in small groups of students at a time, but since the news of it passed along solely by the word of mouth. Once enough students signed up, a number of us were let in. In our case, it seems the message got to 10 of us. Word of mouth? I've never heard of it. Yes, a lot of Ultimate students often flock together in small communities within their area, since they're often outcast by the average people. I personally heard it when they acquired an Ultimate radio host to help spread the message to my community. Ultimate communities. I thanked Forte for spending time with me and left the theater. Alright, so from there we learned everyone's heard about it by word of mouth. Lyle. What's up, my dude? Unless we can't find Lyle either. Lyle was nowhere to be found. I guess he's off solving the killing game puzzle. Alright, well, then it's just Missy left. I'll go talk to Missy. I can't sit still. I can't sit still knowing there are questions to be answered. Would you like to join me in investigation? Sure. Don't mind if I do, Missy. I help Missy search every corner of the foyer. I must confess something. I intended to join the Preservation Project as a part of their operating group once I heard about it. I thought my skills would prove useful. Really? Whoa, what are you thinking about it now? I'm convinced this group must have been infiltrated. The group is known for bringing in talent or many talents from across the world. For starters, I know the Preservation Project's safe house was a large building with many wings for each group of Ultimate students. The groups are divided by window of time the students signed up. In our case, we all signed up within a relatively close time frame, creating a group of 10. The individual groups are often offered a class project to work together on, utilizing all the unique skills in their pool. That does sound interesting. Sure, it would have been interesting to participate as well, but alas. Other Ultimates, huh? I let Missy continue investigating in peace. Why am I here? Why am I here? I didn't sign up for this. That should be enough for now. After spending some time with my fellow classmates, I found my way back to the dining hall for dinner. It's supper time. There, I was met with a small group who had also just begun dinner. It seems this is everyone for dinner today. Man, what kind of class only has 5 students? One that has lost its unity, apparently. It's a little disheartening to see only half of our group gathered here. Well, it isn't strictly required that we all have dinner together. Well, maybe we should make it a requirement. I saw Say and Cannon in passing. I believe they had dinner much earlier than us and were just leaving. Say is a pretty shy girl, so I can understand maybe she doesn't want to be around a large group of people. And Cannon, she's awful mysterious. Well, there's no use in wondering about them. They're their own people, so we shouldn't question their actions. Even if they're suspicious? And for that matter, doesn't the killing game frighten any of you? I voiced the questions that had been ruling my thoughts. I mean, there's no one capable of that sort of thing, is there? My question was met with silence. Echo, I understand you might be afraid right now, but it won't do it won't do you any good to worry. You're only going to run yourself ragged thinking about the frightful possibilities. Yeah, Missy's right. It's just some dumb announcement out of nowhere. So what's the threat? Precisely. We shouldn't make ourselves sick with anxiety from something that hasn't invoked any consequences. Exactly. There's no reason to be killing yet. There's no reason at all. If someone started killing right now, it would be a stupid reason. Plus, if this were a killing game, why would they give us such nice amenities? Why not just throw us in a creepy locked building? Wouldn't that pressure us further into killing each other to escape an unknown scary building? I wonder. Regardless, we shouldn't dwell on the specifics of something so mysterious and harmless. Let us enjoy each other's company and the fixings of this mansion to the fullest. Thank you for the encouraging words, Missy. Missy knows how to keep us level-headed, that's for sure. Maybe Missy dies first, then. She's the definition of cool. With the atmosphere lightened, we continued our dinner with our lively chatter. I was glad to have such positive energy surrounding me. That's the power of positivity, my boy. Once you feel the power of positivity flowing through you, you can't help but feel positive too. It's the spread of positivity. After dinner, we all departed to wrap the evening with our own activities. Ashley and I walked to the living quarters for the rest of the evening. But before we went to our respective rooms, Ashley pulled me over to the end of the living quarters hallway. Ash, what's up? Echo, I've been thinking, and I don't know how to say this. This killing game, it really has me worried. What? Now, hold on. Hold on. You're not gonna Sayaka me, are you? Because there is room in my heart for enough hatred, enough anger. I thought Sayaka was great at first too, and then she betrayed me. If you betray me, I swear, Ashley Westbridge, you will make my list right below Sayaka. An Ultimate Battle Royale. It's so fantastical and out of my realm. I can't possibly be involved in something like this, can I? I was kidding around, but Ashley remained still with a serious demeanor. Well, you're here, aren't you? How else would you explain your high school plaque on your personal room door? That's true. That is true. But that can mean anything. I was probably mistaken for a different student at my high school. Were there other ultimates at your high school, Echo? You know what I think it means? It means I was right. Echo being involved with me only results in ultimate levels of trouble. This game that's specifically curated for ultimate students managed to gain a collateral student participant simply by association. Me. Ash, what are you saying? I don't want you to worry about me. Yes, I can protect myself, but it's more than that. I remember that night, the night you dropped me off after we had dinner. You couldn't walk me to the house. Is my ankle still broken? We started this game with a hurt ankle. Is it still broken? If that's the case, I need him to say something about his ankle, because if his ankle is fine, then we have been out for a long time. I guess it was almost healed, but it shouldn't be completely healed yet. He shouldn't be able to just walk around up and down stairs willy-nilly. Interesting. In fact, I did in fact make it to the house in one piece, but when I looked back onto the street, I noticed something strange. I saw smoke. It was coming from the direction you dropped me off, so I assumed the worst. I wanted to run out there and see what had happened, but the only thing I remembered was a sharp pain and then... black? Right. I must have been a target of something. Someone must have subdued and captured me at the same time. You as well. I can protect myself, but I want you to keep distance so whatever happens to me doesn't come to harm you as well. Ash, how could you say that? We're best friends. I can't abandon you at a time like this. Echo, I need you to. It's for your safety. It hurts me to even think about it, but I don't want you to be in danger because of your relation to me as a close friend. I couldn't believe what was happening. She's dumping me as a best friend. Ashley's face was painted with remorse. She only wanted to keep me safe, but in return it meant we needed to be apart. Ashley gave me one last hug before retiring to her room for the night. Ashley. I hung my head in despair. Why did this have to happen? I clenched my fist in frustration. Now it's the power of anger instead of positivity. Damn it. I pounded the wall trying to process everything when I heard a gentle voice. I'm sorry for what just happened. I looked behind me for the source of the voice. It's probably the ultimate charisma? No, it's Pandora. It was Pandora. Her voice was barely a whisper. Pandora, you heard our conversation? I apologize, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I was only nearby because I wanted to talk to you privately. Me? Yes. I was wondering, does this message mean anything to you? Pandora, notes at yourself, no one but yourself. If you recognize one of the symbols, it's gonna, I'm trying to, I don't know why I'm doing it like this. I'm sure as I click this button, it's going to tell me what that note says. The note had two small symbols on it, along with some text. If you recognize one of the symbols depicted, then you have finally found... You have finally found me and are safe. Please do not speak of this note's existence. Trust no one but yourself. If you recognize one of these symbols depicted, you have finally found me and are safe. Please do not speak of this note's existence. Trust no one but yourself. Wow. Upon closer inspection, these were the symbols that the announcements were showing. I was gonna say, I recognize them. Those are the announcement ones. What does this mean? Do you recognize either of them? I can't say that I do. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't know what it means either. I don't know if that's true. I think you know exactly what it means. You're suspicious. I was wondering what the note meant by "you are safe." It sounds like there's someone here who might be connected to whoever is controlling the announcements. Basically, there might be a spy. I thought the same. She tucked the note away in her back into her apron pocket. However, that wasn't really what I wanted to talk to you about. I wanted to say, I feel like you're a special person. I can't explain it, but it's like you have a strong aura about you. No, you must be talking about the guy a couple doors down. That's the ultimate charisma. He literally protrudes an aura sometimes around him and draws people in. Oh, thank you? She smiled and went on. Echo, you might be an ultimate student. You might think being an ultimate student is some kind of an extravagant existence, but you forgot there is beauty in the ordinary as well. Even if we all have ultimate talents, we're still regular people just like you. Waking up in beds, sometimes showing up late to our appointments. We're just a little more preoccupied with one particular thing than most others. Thank you, Pandora. Pandora managed to quell the worry in my heart. But it's a pity what happened between you and Ashley. Don't use your feminine... Hold on. Look, wait a second. You can make the list too. You better not betray me either. I got room for several people in this heart of anger. Sayaka's been #1 for a long time, but you could be right below her. I don't know what to think anymore. 1 minute Missy is telling me not to believe a word the announcement says, and then another moment Ashley is cutting ties with me in a firm belief of the dangers of the game. What am I supposed to do? I don't know either. It's difficult to say what's in store for us ahead, but we must keep faith and live on and live one moment at a time. The light started to dim as Pandora smiled one last time. Oh dear, it looks like nighttime has come. Well then, Bonnet Nut! Not how you pronounce that, but I ain't French, so that's Bonnet Nut. Echo. Please, don't tell anyone about this note. I don't want it to cause any unnecessary trouble. It probably will. You're probably gonna die because of that note. And if so, I'm sorry. I feel like this note is the key to the many mysteries of this place. Trust me, I won't. Good night to you too, Pandora. Hopefully it won't be the last time we say goodnight. We both return to our personal rooms to pass over the night. What could be waiting for us tomorrow? Right, tomorrow. Before I knew it, I'd fall into a deep sleep. Day 3. I opened my eyes to the now familiar colors of the room. Very warm, very inviting, because this place, although we are trying to kill each other in this place, is still absolutely dope. I look at the clock on the bedside table. 7:28. I turned off the alarm before it rang and steadily got out of bed. That is one of the worst feelings, I feel like. Is it one of the worst, though? I'm trying to think if I hate waking up before my alarm or waking up to my alarm more. Waking up before my alarm, I was like, I could have slept for 10 more minutes, gosh darn it. But getting abruptly waken up by your alarm almost feels worse. I think I actually prefer waking up just a few minutes before my alarm actually rings. Yeah, I think so. It's only been 2 days and somehow I've acclimated to the sleep schedule. I wonder if anyone is in the dining hall for breakfast. I made my way to the dining hall, stopping in the foyer for a moment to gaze at the mysterious, electrifying door. In the dining hall were a few students just starting breakfast. Good morning. Good morning, Echo. Please help yourself. I made some muffins with citrus today. Hopefully it'll energize you. Look, you're pleasant. Don't die. I know for a fact, almost every game, whoever cooks breakfast is out in the first or second chapter. Don't let it be you. Nothing like a hearty, satisfying breakfast to start the day. Haha, rolling in with the same crew as last night. Except, I guess Ashley was switched in for Pandora. My heart hurt when Art mentioned Ashley. Pandora must have noticed and sat close to me. Here, I made lemon squares just for you. Ashley told me in passing that you liked lemon. She did. So Ashley is still looking out for me. Thanks, Pandora. Can you tell her thank you for me as well? Of course. I don't like this. I don't like this exchange. Pandora's like our messenger between us two. We continued our leisurely breakfast as we all shook off the night's slumber. No one else came in for the duration of our stay in the dining hall, however. That's what I expected. Today is the day excitement happens. As according to an announcement, it is now 9 a.m. Please assemble in the second floor atrium for a special announcement. After the announcement ended, I mechanically started to get up from my seat when Art loudly kicked up his feet onto the table. No way. Art leaned back in his chair and pouted. I'm not going to listen to your creepy announcement, you hear? He wagged his finger aimlessly at the ceiling. I wonder what happens if we refuse to assemble. Do we want to test this passive protest? Why not? I'm curious as well. Hey, isn't this dangerous? I agree, it might be risky. The only risk so far has been when Echo actively tried to escape. The past 48 hours have been nothing but casual to us. However, after a moment of silence, the painting above the fireplace switched to the announcement emblem. It was the Killing Game announcer. So, welcome to day 3. So it plays regardless. I sat down at the announcement table to disrupt our breakfast time. Are you all comfortable having a nice breakfast, having fun sleeping in? That's great to hear. It feels like this is specifically talking to us, though. Today we'll be reviewing the rules of our lovely killing game. They are as follows. 1. Students will enjoy an idyllic lifestyle provided within the provided walls for the duration of 7 days. At the end of 7 days, whoever survives is awarded the ultimate prize. Activity and amenities such as the second floor are open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Breaking major assets, kitchen refrigerator, theater lights, etc. is strictly prohibited. To expedite the process towards the ultimate prize, one must kill a fellow student without getting caught. Pretty standard boring stuff. But I have a gift for you all to make your stay extra nice. And that gift is a special question. It's a little thing we like to call the forced motive question to get the murder-inspiring, creative juices flowing. Our forced motive question for today is, are your talents a true representation of who you are? Who are you beyond your talents? Stew upon these brain-teasing inquiries as long as you all carry on your communal lives. And whoever actually went to the atrium gets an addition. Wow, they get an additional special gift. Haha, yeah, I know. No one wants to go to the second floor to hear some crappy announcements, so whoever followed the rules got a little something something, if you know what I mean. And if no one gets killed by the end of the day, you're all goners. Come on, you all, make it happen. The bizarre announcement cut out and the painting returned to its original form. So, the thing they're giving us to motivate murder is a question. I don't understand. Are we meant to discuss the question with each other? Perhaps. Unless anyone has any skeletons in the closet, I believe it's only fair to share our thoughts on the subject. I sheepishly ducked my head, but Missy caught me. Echo, why don't you lead us in our discussion? You are the most qualified, since you sit in a rather gray area when it comes to ultimate talents. Which isn't to say you're not included, but I think you have the most neutral viewpoint that is appropriate for judgment. Sure, if you say so. I'll ask, we'll start with you since you're calling me out. A political tactician, eh? Huh? It's not very glamorous. I'm often tasked with knowing the burdens and misdeeds of many people in power. It's truly a curse to know how to lie my way out of a situation. How do you feel about being called the ultimate tactician, though? I don't mind it. It is what it is. It is the strength that I have been blessed with, and I would be lying to say if I said I took an interest in other things. So you are interested in nothing else. I've always known my personality to be that of someone who informs. You just need to take that. You just need to take the good with the bad. No, Missy's self-assured as always. Yes. Let's just start at the top then. Is being a pro golfer a true representation of who I am? I don't really get it. I mean, I think it is. I haven't really expanded my interest outside of what I know, which is golf, so I can't really say anything else encompasses who I am. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think so. If you tried something new now, I think it might be disorienting to fail at it since you're not ultra skilled in it. Oh yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, I like playing golf. I guess it's a simple sentiment. Alright. You. So Cyrus. Yes? What does the ultimate charisma mean? Why, it's the mystifying ability to draw people to you with little to no effort. Some might equate the word charisma with charm and, in turn, think that charisma has to do with good looks, beautiful voice, overflowing wealth, etc. However, I think charisma actually lies simply in having a kind soul. People are swayed by those with a kind soul, be it if they have good intentions to follow through on or bad intentions to take advantage of. I found myself absorbed into Cyrus's statement. I might even say you're rather charismatic yourself, Echo. Oh? In any case, to answer the question, I think my talent just runs in tandem with my personality. They're separate parts of me, but I can't see one without the other. How do you feel you describe your personality and talent? Cooperative. Interesting. And then we have Pandora, and that's the last of the 4 here. But we're still missing 5 other people. I haven't seen, the homie at all. I haven't seen Forte at all, Lyle at all, or Cannon at all. I've seen Sei at least. Briefly, but I've seen her. Who am I beyond my talent? Honestly, I wouldn't be anything beyond without baking. Even in another life, I think I would always find my way back to baking. It's just in my soul. It's truly a representation of all I care about in life. The simplicity in sharing good food with friends. You really love baking, huh? It's everything. Everyone said similar things. Their talents run alongside their personalities. You can't have one without the other. What an odd motive. I would imagine taking this kind of thing among my peers, or talking about this kind of thing among my peers would only reinforce relations. Huh. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. If they're trying to plant distrust, I'm not quite understanding the logic. Get with the program, tactician. Figure this out. I thought about the intention of the question, but all I could think about was trying to weed out spies. Ah, true. Which involuntarily led me to suspect the person I would least suspect. Me. Is something the matter, Echo? Nothing. I averted my gaze from Pandora. She had some kind of secret note that bore some strange emblems of our mansion announcers. What could it mean? If I may be so bold, I firmly believe that from our discussion, that our ultimate talents are truly one and the same with our personalities and characteristics. They are skills and talents born from a passion within you, from within, and you cannot simply remove an aspect of a person without losing a part of them. It's a peculiar question indeed. It's a question that reveals not only one's impulses and desires, but one's deepest fears as well. The Breakfast Club wrapped up with no other announcements to interrupt the morning. We all went on to do our own thing in the afternoon. What did the person in the atrium, what did the people in the atrium, or person, or nobody, what did they get? Huh? I want to know. I didn't have anything particular planned, so I started to make my way to my personal room when... Hey Echo, hey Echo, hey Echo. A loud voice erupted from behind me. It's either Art or it's Art. What's up, Art? This might be weird to ask, but do you mind if I hang out with you today? I'm kind of curious about the other students' talent stories, but I didn't want to go running around the mansion alone. Why don't you ask one of the students from breakfast? Huh? Oh, 'cause you're cool. What? I mean, you're easy to talk to. I thought about asking Missy, but Missy's kind of imposing, honestly. I get a little spooked around her sometimes. Well, yeah, I guess I'm the least spooky here. Besides, I can't find Lyle. I wanted to get another strategy meeting started today, maybe help him solving some stuff, but... So I was his second choice. Somehow, he seemed disappointed. Sure, I guess. I wasn't really planning on doing anything today. Cool, then let's get going. Seems I got roped into exploring the other students' opinions on the forced motive question with art. Well, I can't hang out with my girl. We can't hang out with Ashley. We'll save here. It's been about 40 minutes. I think this is a good split. This is a good split-off point. I think we will actually end the episode here. Next time, we're gonna hang out with all four, so you guys don't really need to tell me too much in the comments. I could just... These are pretty quick. These are pretty quick. These are pretty quick. But it's almost the... By the end of the day, someone has to die or else we're all goners. Nobody made note of that. Everyone was just like, yeah, whatever. That bothers me. I'm gonna keep going. We'll keep going. Seikono, Canon Oda, Forte Solo, Lyle Termino. We'll go from the bottom up. Art and I looked around for Lyle, but he remained as elusive as ever. Alright, well yeah, it's a good thing that I kept going, because the next episode I would have started with Lyle and it would have been like, well, nowhere to be found. Canon, are you anywhere to be found? Canon can't avoid us forever. Ah, we found Canon in the atrium. Photographing some of the greenery in the center of the Grand Hall. Art and I hid behind some bushes watching quietly. I know you two were there. Be quiet until I'm done. We watched in silence as she snapped various photos of plants. It's nice to see your eyes. I really like this character, to be honest. Out with it. What do you want? Echo was curious about your talent in relation to the forced motive question. I was not. You were. You were, sir. Way to throw me under the bus, you coward. Exactly, you were, sir. Hold on. Hold the phone, Art. I love you to bits, but you can't be throwing me under the bus, my mans. Yeah, just wanted to hear your thoughts. There's not much to say. I know who I am. I'm a photographer, a behind-the-scenes kind of person who brings others' visions to life and captures them for eternity. Was this rehearsed or what? No. I just know who I am. With a certainty. Canon stops the conversation for us and leaves us on that note. I guess that's that. Well, who else have we not heard from? Just Forte. Just Forte. No, we haven't heard from Sei either. Guess I'll go talk to Forte. We haven't seen Forte. Have we seen Forte? No, we couldn't find him earlier, right? Art, Echo, no, we did see Forte. What am I talking about? What brings you here? Art was curious about your opinion of the force motive question. Yeah, why opera? Isn't it boring? Art, full of tact, I see. It's quite the opposite of boring. Performances are rich and can shake the viewer to their core. Opera is a wonderful art that combines raw vocal emotion with the physical beauty of expressing the self with your very being. Oh. Wanna hit us with some bars? Drop some bars, Forte! Oh no, I couldn't perform under these conditions. What conditions? Why, the conditions of the heart, of course. And why is that? Well, you see, I haven't been able to properly express myself since a tragedy struck in my hometown. We lost a friend in our community. Sir Hyde, one of my most loyal friends. He was he always favored long walks and wind behind his— oh, was he a dog? Wait, is he talking about what I think he's talking about? You lost your dog? Art. Yes, I'm still rather fragile about it. I would be too. Lost pets are nothing to joke about, man. I'm sorry, that sucks, man. It does. I suppose it's different experiencing tragedy than performing it. Ah, precisely. I've been troubled since. Sorry to bother you, we'll leave you be. Worry not, I'll be alright. So we really didn't get an answer to our question. I think we did. He's kind of a dramatic guy, sure, but I think he is very in tune with his emotions. Just like opera. Art was satisfied with the answer and nodded. Thank you. I like to think that I'm the ultimate, I feel like Sei is gonna avoid us. Let's try to find Sei. Ah, we saw her in the kitchen, poking the digital screen. Ugh, I haven't eaten since yesterday. Sei, what's the matter? Ah! Oh, it's no use. I don't know how to use this screen thing. It doesn't register my taps. Huh? You need to tap your bracelet to the screen first, then you can choose a meal. What? She raised her arm and scanned her bracelet to the screen. This is embarrassing. I'm not right-handed, so I didn't think about it. Glad I could help. Sei poked the digital screen, ordering a rice porridge with pickled vegetables. Eat up, Sei. Echo, let's get something to eat too, so she doesn't have to eat alone. Art, Sei and I shared a small meal together. After we finished, Sei quietly sat in the dining hall and fiddled with her rings. She let out a big, exasperated sigh. It's really no use. What's wrong? I can't get used to anything around here. It may be because I'm kind of forgetful, but I went so long without eating because I couldn't figure out the menu thing. You shouldn't go so long without eating. If you need anything, you can always ask one of your friends here. Friends? Was that too forward? Comrades. No, it's just, I don't talk to you all so much. I didn't believe you thought of me as a friend. She stopped us there, but I saw a smile, a small smile turn on the corner of her lips. Excellent. Right. So down to business. Business? We came to see you to ask you about the question thing. The question thing? You mean the force motive question? Yeah, a group of us were talking about it in the dining hall over breakfast, and we wondered if you had any thoughts about it. I don't know, it seemed really straightforward. I'm a detail-oriented person, and watches are full of little mechanisms. I forgot she was the ultimate watch maker, watch woman, watch your back, don't get killed, Sei. Although, I can get lost in these details and miss the big picture. Like just now. Yeah, I don't really understand what the question is supposed to be about, sorry. No worries. We don't know either, so we were just going around getting everyone's opinions. Oh, I see. Well, good luck figuring it out then. Sei clams up and quickly scuttles off before we could say anything else. She's kind of antsy, huh? Yeah, but she's pleasant. Who else have we not heard from? We heard from all of them, didn't we? Sei, Canon, Forte, yeah, Lyle. Oh, that's interesting. So we couldn't catch Lyle until we did everyone else. After running around all day, we managed to catch Lyle as he was about to enter his room on the other side of the living room. That's really interesting. I was like, huh. I do wonder now if I could have gotten the other two earlier. Huh. Hey there, what's the good word? You're awfully casual for being so difficult to find. Yeah, we finally caught you. Huh? You've been running around this whole building solving puzzles. And we've been running around this whole building looking for you. Oh, I'm in hot demand, is that right? Yeah, we wanted to hear your thoughts on the motive question. Yeah, we thought it might improve relations getting to know everyone after all. And all. Ah, that. Forced motive question. It's not a very strong motivator, is it? What if I don't want to talk about it? I suppose you don't have to. Yeah, but we're friends. We should share this kind of stuff. And friends should know when to let up on the pressure. Oh, sorry, Lyle. Art looked down dejectedly. I'm sure Art didn't mean to press you so hard. It's fine. I've just known puzzles all my life, you know? I don't really like thinking about who I am beyond my town is all. That's interesting. I'm afraid that I'm too boring without puzzles. You're not boring. You're plenty cool. I mean, look at you. You got all sorts of friends here who think you're amazing for charging right towards solving that electric door. Right, Echo? Amazing is one way to put it, but I'll cheer you on. Yeah, Lyle, don't beat yourself up. You have a gift. Thanks, guys. Hey, while we're on the topic, listen to this. I tinkered with the door and I managed to figure something out. Art, Lyle, and I walked towards the foyer together. What'd you figure out, boy? Did you solve the mystery of me getting literally electrocuted last episode? Here we are. Give the door a try. What? No way. Does that mean we don't have to stay here anymore? Well, that's the thing. Go ahead. Lyle gave a nervous look before reaching for the door handle. Bracing myself, I quickly gripped the door handle and... I was not being electrocuted! A shock was not being sent through my system! Wow, Lyle, you did it! I gave the door a push, but felt something hit the other side of the door. What the... Is there a barricade or something? I think so. I managed to disable the electric lock, but the physical barrier is an issue. Now hold on! So what you're telling me is... They had a physical barrier, but they still felt the need to electrocute me. Okay. Okay. I'm relieved there's more layers to this task, huh? What do you mean? It would have been too boring if I just had to disarm a door. Despite the discovery, Lyle was more satisfied with having more puzzles to solve than he was with removing a trap from this dangerous door. Here's something else that's interesting, though. After that 9 a.m. morning announcement, I saw Say sneak downstairs from the direction of the atrium this morning. You think she actually went to listen to that announcement? I think so. After she came down, she went to the dining hall for a minute, but quickly left. I poked around in there and saw this note in the pantry. Lyle showed me and Art the note, the same note that Pandora revealed in secrecy to me last night. So, she might have just left it in the pantry when she was cooking. Right? That's a possibility. So is this the so-called special gift? No, it's not. Yeah, I can only assume. The symbols don't match any of the students that are currently here. I cross-referenced the note symbols with the ones on our personal doors and got nothing. That is, if the note symbols even belong to students. I remember Missy saying something about other students. Oh? Yeah, she told me that the Preservation Project divides Ultimate student groups across different wings of the building. Many of those students are from a different wing. So, what would we do if we did know those students? It's not like we've seen them in our part of the building yet. Who knows? Could it be more... This game is really just throwing the freaking Zero Escape... Oh my gosh, they're really just throwing Zero Escape references all over the place. I have Funyarinpa, Morphogenetic field theory, okay. Alright. I'm for it, let's keep going, alright. Lyle muttered something under his breath. Go on, game developer. Morpho what? Don't worry about it. Makes me wonder though, were we meant to be recognizing other students? For example, I believe I recall Ashley and Echo being friends before this, am I wrong? No, you're right, I thought it was just me though. Right, see me for example? I recognize Art's school symbol. The Triple Academy, Triple A Academy. That's what I'm gonna refer to them as. The AA Academy, the Attitude Adjustment Academy, no, they're the Triple Academy. Huh, yeah, how'd you know? I went to Rain Moth Institute. I remember seeing your school symbol when our schools merged. My school used to be called Signal Prep High School before the merger. I thought you were cool. You were so cool representing a whole school, to influence a merger. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. It was such a long time ago, I hardly remember it. Why not? It's amazing that you used your golf skills to make that happen. Our school has never been in better shape, thanks to your help. Thanks, but people complain that my games aren't interesting enough since I always get the same result, hole in one. Anyway, Lyle, you're the cool one. What? How? Oh, we got the bros here now. I mean, You used, like, your deduction or whatever to figure out how to disarm a dangerous door. That's way more utility than I could ever have imagined. It's nothing like that. The door doesn't even open anyway. It's still astounding, though. I feel like you could even figure out what the deal is with this killing game announcement stuff. Oh yeah, that's the end goal. I'm just working my way through all the small pieces they've given me. The two talked energetically as I awkwardly watched. Oh, sorry, Echo. We were just talking your ears off, huh? That's alright, I'll take my leave now if you guys want to continue. Sure, it was fun hanging out with you. Thank you. Alright. Art and Lyle leave, chattering all along the way out. They really clicked, huh? Despite Ark's lack of sensitivity. I glanced over at the digital kiosk in the foyer looking at the time. 1,500 hours. It's already 3 in the afternoon. Nothing regarding the killing game has happened all day. I guess I should be relieved. I really wanted to find Ashley, but it seems like she's trying her best to avoid me. I suppose I'll just pass time in the study. Didn't she say she was going to be in the study? I made my way to the study and skimmed the collection of encyclopedias. An interesting book titled Odd Theme Parks Around the World caught my attention. I read about an underwater theme park for some time. The mascot was a lemur, was it chosen after Zaboomafoo? My homie, the ring-tailed lemur, Zaboomafoo? Ding dong, bing bong. I looked up from the book's pages towards the ringing sound from the ceiling. It is now 4 p.m. Oh, this one. And no one has died yet? Ugh, how boring. Here's something that'll pump your blood to shed some blood. Some inspiring, energizing music. Music? This one's a special request from many of you at home. Enjoy. No! No! Well, if this music means anything, the ultimate charisma is about to die, because let's be honest, no green-haired boy survives when this music is playing. The announcement finished. Yep, this noise, what kind of music is this? It's not music, it is... I dropped the book to cover my ears, but it was pointless. The sound was piercingly loud and reverberated through the walls. Just like me, I reverberate. I am Echo. What the hell? Scouring the room, I looked for the speaker, hoping to block the noise, but my efforts were futile. I ran outside of the study, but the din kept pounding my head through and through. Yeah. Where is everyone? Instinctively, I went to the foyer, but it was no use. The door was disarmed, but it was still barricaded. What can I do? The noise was worse in the foyer. It bounced off the walls and echoed through the main chamber. Ugh. Night was pounding. I could feel the vibrations in my body, and my heart began beating in my ears. Turning away from the main doors, I saw shadowy movement at the top of the stairs. Hey! I mustered a cry for attention, but it was drowned by the noise. Instead, I went to pursue whoever it was at the top of the stairs, hoping to team up with a classmate and come up with a solution to stop the noise. I arrived at the top of the stairs, but saw no one. Rather, I peeked into the closest room, the spa lounge, and spotted Pandora lounging in one of the lounge chairs. Finally, someone to help me figure out this horrible situation. Oh no. Oh, she's first? It can't be, right? I opened the door and shut it behind me. I uncovered my ears, caught by breath from the blood-pumping musical excitement. A noise continued in the spa lounge, but not as loudly. I managed to calm myself down, but found myself still annoyed at the obnoxious din. Hey Pandora, sorry to bother you, but did you hear the weird 4 p.m. announcement? She didn't react to my voice. How could you sleep at a time like this? I know those lounge chairs were comfortable, but was this the right occasion? I closed the distance between us and gently laid my hand on her shoulder to wake her. I felt time stop for a moment. My breath escaped me once more, as slowly came to realize what had happened. The blood drained from my face, and I froze up at the sight of her. Oh, she was strangled. Oh my gosh. Ah, ah. There was no response from her. Pandora was dead. Pandora was dead? Wait, stop. Oh, it keeps going? Alright, well, I guess I have to... Yeah, I guess that's where we save it. This is a full first chapter, you guys. It looks like we have, I guess, trial time next time. Pandora. I almost felt like it wasn't going to be her, you know? I was like, it'll be Ashley. I don't know, maybe Ashley's the murderer. I don't really know who else it could be. I feel like at this point it's gonna be Ashley who's the murderer. I don't want that. My two homies. Poor Pandora, that note has caused her trouble. That note is going to be the secret to her murder. I don't know. Everyone's a suspect though, except for... Oh, they're all gonna think that I did it, first of all, because I was the first person to stumble upon the body. So we'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the first part of Chapter 1. Next time, I guess we'll get into an investigation, question mark? Probably investigation, maybe the trial too, depending on how long we want to go for, but I'm thinking about an hour long for these episodes, if we get to that. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Aviator is taking off. Until next time in this fine day of the year, on this fine day in the year of the Aviator, hope you guys have a fantastic one. Be sure to like and subscribe for the next part because it'll be here maybe Wednesday, maybe Saturday, maybe Wednesday. At the latest it'll be here Wednesday. But am I gonna sit on this game? You might get it this weekend. You might. We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, stay classy. Toodaloo. Blank.